off somebody. I don't know. And now we have a 21-0 Indians lead 7. I just said the score. I'm sorry. I'm going to say the clock. That's 7-11 counting down now.
And Robert, just since we're back on there after the little technical error,
that was insane. Two fumbles, one right after another. Upperman picks up a fumble on the 35, takes it down to the 1, and then the next play, they fumble trying to go over top, and Squatchy comes back out.
On the 1 yard line.
On the 1 yard line. It was a wild little spiel there.
Yeah.
But now Squatchy has the ball back up to the 38-yard line of their own 38 yards.
Slowly but surely they're getting it.
And now we're down to 6:38, count down. And Colin Hudson out wide, Barker under center.
Even though this has been a dominant game, it's been very interesting.
And that's Stevens, I believe. No, that's Danforth on carry. Up the middle for about 6.
2nd and 4 with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Just
they
could
very much go on to the end zone.
They very well could with 6 minutes to go right here.
It's been, 2-3 minutes since they dropped the ball? I couldn't tell you, but, they've been really taking their time.
I think it was 8:30 whenever that fumble happened, that second fumble.
Yeah.
But Barker under center once again. He's going to hand it off to Stevens around on the right side this time.
Oh.
He's got a first.
Ooh.
He trips, but he gets the first.
That's all that matters.
All that matters is get that first down, keep that clock rolling.
Well, he got tripped by one of his own teammates. Or not, definitely not on purpose, but it just...
I think it kicked their foot.
Yeah.
It kind of fell.
There's a lot going on when you're trying to run the line.
You have seen a lot of players slide on that grass.
Yeah. You can feel it when you're up here even, and we're not even on the field. It's wet.
Yeah, it's wet. And there's no clouds or raining.
But, it's been really moist out through this week.
It has.
I don't know if they got rain
Whenever I get up in the morning, my truck is just soaked. And I know it has rain. But we're going to have a timeout Indian. So, Shannon, we're going to send it back to you real quick.
All right, guys, let me get the scores back on the board for you. Alcoa beat CAK 45-0. That's a final score. Going down the list, back down into our region, Notre Dame falls to Red Bank 21-3. Howard falls 35-16, Howard wins 35-16 against Signal Mountain. You will be playing Howard next week at home. You can go ahead and scouting on them, Robert. Hickson over Solid Daisy 35-28. Whitwell, go back up, 14-3. That's the last score and update I've got. 22-0 South Pittsburgh over Grace Baptist. That's the last score and update I've got. And Bledsoe County trails Meigs County now 13-12 in the fourth quarter. Marion County 35-6 over Polk County at the moment. Back to you guys. Sorry about being off the air, guys. We had technical difficulty out in the studio. But now we should have it fixed, and we're ready for the fourth quarter.
And now the ball's going to go up to center to Stevens. And he gets maybe 3 on that play.
We now have 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 21-0. More than likely, it's where it's going to stay at. Knock on wood on that one, but I'm pretty sure it'll probably stay pretty close to that.
This ain't wood.
It is 200.
That's particle board. Oh, it ain't. There's stud right there. Anyway, they line.
No, they're not under.
Barker is in shotgun this time, and fakes the handoff, goes to the middle by himself. He's got a little bit of room. He's got 2 men to beat.
And down on the 25.
On the other side of the 25. Now it's Upperman territory after that run.
That's a good play.
Drafty run by Barker up the middle and cutting it outside to the left. Getting on down there.
And now it is first and 10. They got 25 yards to go and 4 minutes left.
Now, red zone. And 4-0, nothing now. Counting down. 4 minutes. Indians lead 21-0, and Parker's under center. And hands off to Jackson. Oh, after a gain of about...
I think he lost.
No, he got about a yard.
Oh.
Forward progress.
Yeah. There might be a touchdown for the Indians.
Okay.
They're taking a whole lot of time.
Got about a yard, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I wouldn't be worried about it either right now.
Second, 9. And time out. Indians.
And Robert, with that timeout, I do want to tell you, 21-3, Red Bank beats Notre Dame. So Red Bank will be the 1 seed instead of the 2 seed. That means that the Indians could potentially play Notre Dame in the second.
Week 2.
What's that?
Week 2.
In week 2, yes. That means they could potentially play them in week 2 right now, which is very interesting because that's who Sequatchie County lost to last season. I do want to point out that we had almost 1,100 listeners before we cut off the air. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you can share this on there. Let everybody know that we're still on the air. We had to go off because of some technical issues. The internet went down here at the studio, which is never ideal, but it went down. I had to go and fix it real quick, and we're lucky we got fixed as soon as we could. But we are good to go now. Again, I want to update you on this one. Meigs County took the lead back over from Bledsoe County. It's 13-12 right now. Bledsoe County trails Meigs County in the fourth quarter. And that's what happened to the radio, in case you are wondering what happened.
Hey, Chandler.
Yeah, what's up?
How you like this?
Just scored another one.
Another touchdown to Austin Stevens, 27-0 with 3 minutes left. I believe that's their celebratory duck sauce.
Now, my friend, got here for play. It was a slip in, fell in their face, and they ain't gonna be all right. They got hip and they hurt. But anyway, Abraham got that good. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, 28-0. That score that time by Stevens on a run from the 20. We'll call it the 4 because Adrian did get a yard before that. So.
Now, the mercy rule goes off 35 points, don't it? Or
it
25?
does, but we don't have time for the they'll have the clock run off before they can get the mercy rule.
Hey, and guys, I do want to give a shout-out here. The Facebook page is at 59, okay? 1,559 or 1,599 likes. I keep butchering that. 1,599 likes. We need one more like to hit 1,600. So if someone feels the need, please.
What did they like? The broken chair thrown off the top of the press box?
More than likely.
I don't know. I thought that would put us over 1,600. Our page likes are at 1,599. We are literally sitting one from 1,600 likes, which is as much as we've ever had.
Yeah.
So go out there and just like the page. If you don't like it, go out there and like it, please. I mean, please like it because we need one more like to hit 1,600. Back to you guys.
I got you, Chandler.
Oh, man. Colton just got you on that.
Colton, you have not liked the page yet, and you work for us?
I did like the page. I'm on it. See?
Look. And, that ball is almost given back to Sparky on the kickoff there. But it is not. Upperman somehow holds on to that ball. And that was Cushing technically on the return first one to pick it up. That ball is going to start for Upperman on the 39. 29. Thank you, Mr. Underwood. And that is Marish. I'm hearing Marsh from the guy up here. But number 1 on the carry, that's Pierce for a first down and about 6 or 7 more. Yeah, Cole Pierce on that carry. Cole Pierce.
All right.
Number 1. Pitch up a little bit there, Cole.
I was trying to like the page so we could get the,
1,600 likes.
1,600 likes.
I already liked it.
Yeah.
I run part of it, so I got to like.
I didn't think I did, but I have.
Yeah. And that is handed off again to Pierce.
Oh.
He's got a little bit more yardage.
Oh.
He may have another first.
Down by number 13 on the Indians and 79, I believe.
73. That is Big John.
72.
70. Oh, just a couple.
All right, guys, we did hit our 1,600 like mark. We're at 16:01, which at the end of the game means that Robert has to sing a song of the audience's choice yet again. He didn't know that, but he has to now. 1,600 likes we have now. It's a celebration, and the Indians go 10-0. It's a good night for the Spear. It looks like it's going to go 10-0. So, Robert, after the game, be ready to sing your song.
Hey, and if anyone hasn't been listening since that time, Rocky Top is a really good option for Robert over here. Shout out.
Just request it if you want to hear Robert sing Rocky
If you request Rocky Top, I refuse to sing and I will quit. And I will move to Arizona now, so I don't have to hear nothing from y'all. You still will. We will find you. You won't find me. I'll put it on camouflage and just freaking disappear. But that is handed off to... No, that's Pierce, I believe, on the run.
And we have a minute and 17 seconds
Oh, that's
left.
Cushing on the run.
And Cushion went down.
And got a first down.
Cushion went down harder than that chair off the shelf.
He went down the Grady County office.
Man, I can't believe that chair.
I still...
Alright,
I'm not going to get over
If y'all haven't heard about this,
Chandler, have you posted that?
yeah, he posted it. One of the coaches from Upperman threw a chair off the top of the press box.
Oh!
That was Hayden King. That was Hayden King, number 50. I thought it was 50 that hit him.
13. Who's that?
13. I forgot. I'm not sure.
Yeah, who's number 13 on our team?
Our team?
Yeah,
13.
our team. I forgot. 13.
Don't be put me on the spot like that.
I'm sorry. I forgot his name. And the snap goes to... pretty much
number
the next
11.
snap. Number 1.
That was Skyler.
1. That's
That was 11. Or for
on
our
the
team.
tackle?
The tackle.
Oh,
Number 11,
on the
Skyler
tackle.
Moeller.
And the clock is going to run out here, counting down 3. 1.
And the Indians are 10-0 for their straight season win.
Oh, Lord.
And guys,
First time since the 90s.
1990 was the last time the Indians went 10-0. And guys, I just want to say we have a record on here. I think, looking back, if you combine this broadcast and the broadcast earlier, we have beaten the South Pittsburgh broadcast. If I'm not mistaken, we had 856 people listening to the South Pittsburgh broadcast, and we had 1,144 listening the night before the break. Okay, and then another 166 on the current stream right now. I want to thank you guys for helping us make history while the Indians make history. Always a good night when you can do that. And guys, what was the tell of the tape tonight?
Defense.
Yeah.
Defense was the main thing in this game. And truthfully, I still think
Upperman had a better defense.
They just got tired really quick. They didn't
Yeah.
have anybody swap out.
Yeah,
They didn't have depth. But I can clearly see that they have more players than Squatchy Skull. I don't know how they did.
well, they don't have a lot of. They've got a bunch of tall guys, but they're not built like real
They're
big.
not built like Ringer Colts. They're not big monsters. Although their defensive line was huge.
Yeah.
But everybody else, they're thin built. They look like dynamite. Chandler, if you remember dynamite.
Yeah, I do remember Dynamite. Yes, I do.
Yeah, they all look about like Dynamite.
Wow.
And again,
I mean, they're tall, but they're just skinny.
the final score was 28-0. Indians for the win, 10-0. You can't get better than that, other than winning the whole thing overall.
Oh, yeah. Go State. But Squatchy, first time in 26 years, goes 10-0. What?
Man.
They're having a ball out there.
I think, okay, so, Robert, we do have to have a song for you, so we're going to go with, well, what's a good song to sing after, okay, I got this. You have to sing We Are the Champions by Queen. Can you do that?
I ain't got that,
hold on a minute. I'll pull it
right up.
I will get it for you.
I ain't got that.
You can be the Southern one.
You could show Queen, if he were Southern, how he would sing this. Okay, Robert?
That's crazy.
All right, We Are the Champion lyrics.
I'm not
Yes,
saying
yeah,
we are the champions.
Well,
I don't have...
You should have learned. You should have known Rocky Top.
I don't have Freddie Mercury's voice.
That ain't Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, there is.
Is it really?
I didn't think the lead singer, Queen. Okay, how am I supposed to sing this song if you don't even know who the singer is?
I know the fan.
I know. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
You didn't know that. You didn't know that Freddie Mercury.
Okay, it's
Queen.
not as bad as you not knowing Rocky Top, though.
I knew the middle of Rock Top. I didn't know every word. I don't memorize every song, every single word, except one song, and it's by Mr. Clayton.
Oh, man.
There is one song by Chandler that I know pretty well. It's called Biggie.
Biggie, it's Biggie, Biggie, Biggie.
What is this?
We're not going to go into the full album version of this right now.
Oh, yeah, it's about an hour-long song. We're not going to get into it.
So we're going to go, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to Robert Easterly. He's going to sing We Are the Champions by Queen.
No, I ain't. You picked something else. I told you it's got to be country, I think.
Are you serious?
But we are
the same as New Country.
New Country? What?
I said it's the same as New Country.
No, it ain't.
New Country ain't.
What's wrong with
That's bullcrap. It still ain't country.
Davenport, kind of limping.
Well, of course. I mean,
Of course
he's
he
taking
is.
20 million tackles.
Today, so.
He sky-bombed one guy.
Oh, God.
All right,
That
guys.
was the play of the night. When Davenport sky-bombed. That was perfect.
Okay, that or the coach throwing the chair off the roof. That's my question. What was the more exciting moment?
Wait, which one? The sky bombing of, well, they were both sky bombing.
Sure, Davenport. I mean, how'd you get tied to your wife? Because they in trouble.
Getting out your wife, first chairs falling from the sky.
All right. So going into our ending game preview, we're going to let Robert and Colton go off and get Coach Kane real quick for an interview. So we're going to let them go off the air for a minute, and I'm going to give you all a little bit of stuff around the area. So, guys, go ahead. We'll see you in just a moment down there on the field. All right, guys?
I'm on my way.
All right, we'll see you. All right, going through the scores, I'll give you a full scoreboard update as of right now at this moment. East Ridge in the fourth quarter leads Chattanooga Christian 39-28. Whitwell 14-3. That's the last update we've had against Copper Basin in the second quarter. Chattanooga Central and East Hamilton both fall to their 4A opponents. Excuse me, there 3-4A opponents. Stonewall and Cumberland County, respectively. South Pittsburgh, last update we had on that was 22-0 against Grace Baptist. Bledsoe County is trailing with about 5 minutes left. They're trailing Mex County 20-12. They were leading 12-6 at one point. Marion County 35-6 over Polk County in the fourth. Red Bank 21-3 over Notre Dame. They're the 3-3A champs. For Sequatchie County, that means that they will likely play Notre Dame in the second round if the seeds fall the way they're supposed to. Howard beats Signal Mountain. They'll play the Indians next week at home. That's Howard. They'll be at Dunlap next week. Boyd Buchanan barely makes it off with Silverdale Academy. They win by 4 points, 10-6 against Silverdale Academy. I think that will effectively put Silverdale Academy with the Tyner win out of the playoffs. They've had a great season thus far. Tyner 27-0 over Brainerd. Going into Region 4 3A, Grundy County trails 35-7 with about 7 minutes left. Cleveland over White County 37-0. Going down the list again, of course, your Sequatchie County Indians win 28-0 at Upperman in Baxter. And then in the third quarter, Ottawa over Walker Valley 49-21. Walker Valley was ranked in the top 10 last week. McMinn County trails Ray County. That's a final. They lost to Ray County 30-6. Soddy Daisy comes back from behind from 2 and scores 2 straight touchdowns. To beat Hickson. That was a game at Soddy Daisy. And that's about all I've got. Of course, looking around the state, some big games. Alcoa beats CAK 45-0. That's going to go deep into the playoffs for them. Forest, it trails Jackson County in the fourth quarter 20-14. They would end up playing Marion County in the second or third round, depending on how that one goes. I think they would be in the quarterfinals, excuse me. But anyways, we're going to take a break here, and on the other side of the break, we'll talk to Coach Kane after this 10-0 victory and what it means to be 10-0 for the first time since 1990. We'll be right back on the other side of the break. This is Spear Nation Radio, Bledsoe Telephone Channel 18 here on Spear Nation Radio. We'll be right back on the other side of the break. Robert, where you at?
I'm in beast mode, man, I got the whole crew lit. I'm killing it, independence, been asking for my blueprint. Too sick, verbal aggression, I am abusive. I've never had a dime, now you're tuning in for my 2 cents. Real, R-E-A-L. I know you can't stand me, might as well sit still. Boy, I got the type of boss you wanna see if you misbail. That mean I got the type of flow to keep you wrapped up in the sail. Y'all don't really want war with me. You see the crown on top, that's royalty. I'm from the back, what's a rapping when I spoil me? I know you're mad, but what happened to loyalty? Feel me? It's been a long time coming, boy. I started from the bottom, but I hit the ground running. I'm the king of the valley. They done put the crown.
And we're on the field with Coach Kane. Coach, how you doing after that 10-0? After being 10-0 now?
I'm pretty darn happy and pretty wet right now, to be honest.
Wet with sweat or wet with rain, or what's going on there?
Well, no, it didn't rain. I got I got to take a shower on live television, so I guess that was pretty cool. They dumped the Gatorade bath on me.
All right. Coach, going into this game, what were you most worried about with Upperman?
Well, they kind of had a really good scheme to stop our run game last year, so I figured they would make it tough on us, and they did, and they got some good players, and but again, like we've done all year, we got tough when we needed to, and we're able to run the football, so it worked out for us.
And sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Coach. In this game,
hang on just a second.
All right.
I can barely hear you. Okay, go for it.
All right. When you got into this game, you go into halftime 7-0. What do you tell your kids?
Well, yeah, it was a little bit of a gut check time, but we did. We were receiving the ball coming out, and we could punch one in. I think it looks like we're in control of the football game at that point. So I wasn't about to freak out, but it's really interesting. This is a group that I trust, and so I'm not as nerve-wracked as I usually would be.
And to be honest, when you came into this season, looking ahead, did you expect to be at the end of the season looking at 10-0?
I don't think you ever come in, unless you're just a Alcoa or somebody like that. I don't think you ever come in, expecting to be 10-0. It was a tough good. Week one was a rough test, and then I knew, we had some difficult opponents. But, I really thought this group could do something special, and that was my prayer every night since probably July, is that we could do something special for the town of Dunlap, and I think we've done it, and hopefully we got a lot more football left ahead of us.
And, Coach, I know it's a never-ending job. Looking ahead to next week, Howard beats Signal Mountain, and that's who you'll play next week at home. What is your initial reaction to that?
At this point, I don't even have one. I don't know much about either team. I know, obviously, Howard's going to be I know they're doing a lot better this season. Coach Starr, I believe his name is. I know he's a big-time guy from Georgia, and so I'm sure it'll be a tough test for us. Once you get into playoff football, everybody's going to be good. So we'll try to get this one celebrated, and then try to hunker down for them next week.
As far as players on the field, who really stood out to you tonight?
Davenport, both sides. Kyle Cates played really well defensively. Our defensive backs really battled. Alec Hudson had a big-time interception down on the goal line in the first half. And, Austin Stevens ran the ball. And, of course, the O-line, they opened up some good holes for us.
All right, Coach, I appreciate it. Congratulations on 10-0 for the first time since 1990. Celebrate the night, Coach.
Thank you, brother. See you.
Yeah. And that was Coach Kane after being 10-0 now for the first time since 1990. Robert, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Robert, what's it like on the field right now? Can you just feel it in the air?
It's crazy. It's like they won state championship or something, man.
Wow.
It's wild.
Man, I mean, I'm so elated. I didn't know at the beginning of the season that we would be 10-0 like this. I think Coach Kane hit it on the nail. He said you can't expect to be 10-0 if you're not Alcoa. And, here he is, 10-0. And, he's got his work cut out for him against Howard next week. Now, what kind of challenge do you think that's going to present there, Robert?
I'm not thinking that it's going to present as the show as big of a challenge as you would have thought a couple of years ago, because Signal was really good a few years ago, and so was Howard. But now they're both in the bottom spots of their division.
Yeah, I mean they're not in the bottom spot, but they are up there. That's interesting to note how they've kind of moved, and I was kind of hoping Signal Mountain would win so we could just get that monkey off our back of saying we beat Signal Mountain.
Well, yeah, because we've never beat Signal Mountain.
We never have, and that goes into schedule. I think that's an interesting thing to think about. Is the fact that we've never beaten them. In the way the schedule's knocked out, since they came in, they were very dominant up until we left in 2014, and then 2015. They just come in, and they're not in our region anymore. The year that we could have beaten them, they weren't in our region. But anyways, Sequatchie County wins. They'll face Howard at home next week, and you can bet your bottom dollar, folks, that we'll have Robert Easton and Colton Weiss on the call, and I'll be in the studio. How much you going to bet on that one, Robert? What's the betting line starting out at that one?
What's that, score?
Yeah, score.
Oh, the score next week? I'm going to say it's going to be closer than this week, but I'm still thinking touchdown and a half at least, Sequatchie County.
Touchdown and a half by Sequatchie County. You heard it first from Robert Easterly on the call tonight. I mean, it's in case you're just tuning in, Indians go 10-0 for the first time since 1990. Sequatchie County wins over Upperman 28-0. They've won their last two games. They've laid goose eggs on their last two games, and they've only allowed 3 points in the last three games, combining for golly over 120. That makes 127 points. 127-3 has been the scoring margin. Had to do my math there. In the last three games, the Indians host Howard next week, and they will host throughout the playoffs if they continue to win. If they don't win, they'll be out, I guess. But I mean, they'll be at home all throughout the playoffs, and you can bet your ball and dollar we'll be there next week. And Robert, say good night.
Good night.
We'll see you next week. I'm Chandler Morrison. It's been Colton Weiss and Robert Easton on the call. This is a production of Spear Nation Radio, part of the TSSN The Valley Network. I'm Chandler Morrison. Go Indians, and God bless. We'll see you next week as the Indians host Howard. Goodbye and good night.